Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're heading back to a time that, well, I think still feels quite raw for many of us. The summer of 2020.
Yeah, that period of global standstill, the pandemic really had everyone feeling isolated, quite vulnerable too.
Exactly. And it's that atmosphere, that specific vulnerability that became, fertile ground for a particular type of investment scam.
Really pervasive one.
Right. And we're going to dive into the story of Gemma, who was one of the victims. Our goal here is to really unpack the tactics they used, understand the impact, and importantly, see what lessons about resilience, maybe community, we can pull from it.
It's crucial, isn't it, how moments of crisis can unfortunately become breeding grounds for these deceptive schemes. It makes understanding the sort of human side of it all the more vital.
Absolutely. So, central to this specific scam was a figure named Ghazala Din. Sources describe her profile as poised and polished, a real beacon of hope, almost. And her angle was quite specific, quite clever, really. She positioned herself as a champion of women's financial independence, talking about, lifting each other up through smart financial choices.
And that message, I imagine, would land powerfully, especially then, for someone like Gemma, stuck at home, probably feeling uncertain, looking for some stability.
Precisely. It offered that sense of being seen, a promise of purpose, community even, when everyone felt so cut off.
It taps right into that yearning. It's not just the financial promise, it's the connection.
And Gazella, well, she built that illusion very carefully. Smooth words, convincing presentations, claims of helping lots of women, apparently doubling their investments.
Wow, doubling.
Yeah, backed up with supposed proof, too, glowing testimonials, screenshots, and these Zoom meetings. That seems key. Other investors were there, smiling, praising the scheme.
Ah, the social proof element, seeing others seemingly succeed.
Exactly. So Gemma, understandably conscious at first, but optimistic, put in an initial £300. Then, feeling reassured, she added another £300.
So £600 total. And that social proof, those Zoom calls, it's textbook manipulation, isn't it? Creating that appearance of success, that feeling of an exclusive, supportive group. It really blurs the lines.
It does. It makes you ask, how do you tell the difference between genuine support and something, well, fabricated?
That's a tough question.
And then, just like that, it changed. Abruptly. The communication just stopped. The silence began, as our sources put it.
Oh, dear.
Days went by, then weeks. No returns, obviously.
Yeah.
Gemma tried reaching out, but nothing. Those chat groups that were so active, they just fizzled out. Ghazala Din vanished.
Wow, just gone. And that's more than just losing money, isn't it? Especially then. It's like having hope itself stolen. Trust completely shattered.
Definitely. A theft of hope, as you say.
And the fact that the promised support network disappeared, that vacuum must have made the sense of betrayal even deeper. It wasn't just the financial loss, it was the loss of that promised community.
Yeah. And Gemma's first reaction, well, it was guilt and embarrassment. Feeling foolish, blaming herself, thinking she'd been careless.
That's so common, unfortunately. The shame often keeps people silent.
But then she found something out. A powerful truth, actually. She wasn't alone. Not by a long shot. Scores of other women had been caught in the exact same net.
Okay. And that discovery, that can be transformative, can it? Knowing you're not the only one.
It completely shifted things. That shared experience, it turned the personal shame into something else entirely. A catalyst for, collective action, solidarity.
Yes. Understanding you're not alone is often the first step to reclaiming your power, your agency in the situation. It moves from my mistake to our problem.
And Gemma really leaned into that. She didn't just, retreat. She used it as a catalyst for action. She started filing complaints, raising awareness on social media, talking about it, giving a voice to others who felt silenced.
That's incredible, turning that victimhood into advocacy.
She effectively helped build the real community she'd been searching for in the first place.
That's such a powerful point. It's a story of resilience, isn't it? And empowerment through that shared experience. The money was gone, sure, that's irreversible.
Right.
But what Gemma and the others gained that courage to face the deception, the strength found in banding together, the resilience to rebuild, you could argue that's far more enduring.
Absolutely. It really speaks to the value of that mutual support, of speaking out, not just for yourself, but to protect others, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just pull this together. Gemma's story, it really shows that even from really dark, isolating moments, there's this potential to come out wiser, maybe stronger. It definitely underscores how vital vigilance is, but also the power of community support and just finding your voice.
Exactly. And if we zoom out a bit, what does it tell us more broadly? I think Gemma's journey is this powerful reminder that, the best investments aren't always measured in pounds or dollars.
Hmm.
Often, the most valuable investments are in ourselves and in each other.
And
Building those networks of trust and support, creating safer, more informed communities. That's the real takeaway here.
so the question maybe we're left with is, in a world where trust can be so easily faked, how do we foster genuine connection and open communication within our own networks? How does that become our best defense?
That's the challenge, isn't it? Building that resilience together.